We have one more ghost story to tell tonight. This is Real People, Real Ghost Stories, and I am here again with my father and my mother, and we are going to discuss the trailer on Broadway Street. So in 2007, uh, this was the last time we would live in New Lexington. Uh, and this is shortly after we moved out of Somerset. After living there for 3 months, I finished out. I think it was fifth grade, leading into sixth grade. That's when I moved. That we moved out and then moved back into Teenage Trailer Park in 2008, and I basically finished off my whole middle school year in Logan. But so this trailer is behind a laundromat in New Lexington, literally on the main drag. But this is Broadway Street, and I will tell you my personal side first of how this story starts. So this is right around the time that The Grudge 2 came out, the movie. Me, Mike, and Jimmy stayed up that night watching this movie. They begged me to stay up to watch this movie. It was like the three brothers. They were staying up all night to watch this horror movie while the parents slept. Uh, no rain. It wasn't raining. It was springtime. If I remember correctly, either spring or fall. And all of a sudden, bam, 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 on the side of the trailer. And I thought to myself, oh, it's just them ratty kids. I can't really say their names, but them ratty kids just banging on the trailers trying to scare us. All of a sudden, you get a phone call. Now, this is another disastrous news story. So, this is the phone call that was the first devastation of Dad's life currently in the late 2000s.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. My youngest sister, God rest her soul, uh, we were in bed that night. I had to work. I had just gotten off work. I ate dinner, took a shower, went to bed. It was about 1, maybe 2 in the morning. And news came. Well, my wife woke up for some odd reason at 1 o'clock, and we used to have mirrors on our closet doors at the foot of our bed. And my wife swore up and down she seen something walk past those mirrors. She just, I don't know, she just couldn't explain it. But we didn't pay much attention to that. I rolled over and we had a freezer at the end of the hall. We lived in a trailer. And I looked down the hall and I could have swore up and down something was down at the end of that hallway where that freezer was. And I know it wasn't the boys, but I had just made sure they went to sleep, shut the TV off and everything. And then 5-10 minutes later, the worst thing in the world happened. There was, like my son said, there was a bang, went down all along that trailer. I jumped up out of bed and went to the back door and opened the back door. There wasn't nobody around. And just as I shut the back door, the phone rang. And it was Lancaster emergency room telling me that I need to get into the emergency room as fast as I could. And I asked them why, and they wouldn't tell me. They just said I needed to get there as soon as I could. And that was the weirdest night of my life. Because when I did get there, there was my baby sister dead. And to this day, I still think she's around me. But she's not there to hurt me. She's just there to be with me. So that's my part of it, Melissa.
Again, that was a real hit. That was a devastating loss to us. But I looked down at the foot of that bed and I thought I seen something walk past, and the other thing was through those mirrors, it looked like the bed was on fire. Like there were flames, and I could have swore I seen something walk in there. And then when we got that phone call and the banging on the trailer, it was real.
Shortly after, wasn't there a couple more events that transpired after? Because if I recall correctly, there was one point where I think you said you saw a white mist travel from the kitchen clear down to your guys' bedroom and completely disappear. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. And again, right where that freezer was. That was at the end of the hallway. This
Yeah.
end of the kitchen. So again, you gotta wonder, was it a death?
Son, because out and on that trailer, no one was out there.
Yeah. And us boys watching that horror movie, it literally jumped us out of our boots.
Oh yeah.
Because you're watching a horror movie, for God's sakes, and you don't expect that to happen, especially that early in the morning. I remember about a week after, I went into your guys' bedroom back there, and I think you guys had a game system back there. It was a PS2. And I love sneaking back there playing video games, because you guys really put the grounding on us when we were younger. And I was sitting in the foot of my bed, and I remember I itched my hand. I can recall this to this very day. I itched my hand. Shortly after, I felt a tickle right here on my hand. And I'm like, I ran out of your guys' bedroom, and I did not go back in there since, unless one of you guys were there. But So we moved out, 2008. Went to Tina's trailer park in Logan, and we got whiff that somebody moved in there, in that trailer. The trailer then proceeds to burn itself down.
Yeah.
There was no explanation from the fire department. There was no cases of arson or anything like that. It was a mystery. Now, you can literally still go to this place, still go to this empty lot. It's still empty.
Mm-hmm.
And see where this trailer once sat. But there's so much mystery surrounding that trailer. But I do believe in this case, it was her. Basically waking you guys up and telling you, in her own words, in her own actions, that it happened. And, weeks after, it could have been her keeping in touch with you guys, checking up on you guys. And then letting you know that she's alright.
Yeah.
But, yeah. We honestly live 15 minutes from the former place, this former site. Me personally. But I know it was difficult to bring this up, and I do apologize. But I felt like this was something that probably needed to get out. Something that it's like a message, so to speak. Like loved ones coming back. It's for everybody, not just us, but for everybody that has lost someone that they are deeply close to.
Yeah.
And then they can literally relate to the stories that we literally told tonight.
It's bad enough when you lose one relative or sister, brother, but when you lose two almost directly back to back, it really stings you, and it makes you question a lot of things.
I think I'll end it here for this episode. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in.
Please subscribe to the Punkcraft channel. Please hit that notification bell. And thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Bye!